They thought cutting down my trees would be the end of it. But when they woke up the next morning, their precious neighborhood park had vanished, replaced by a wild, growing forest they were now legally forced to maintain. I came home to a nightmare. 12 massive, decades-old trees gone, reduced to stumps and scattered sawdust across my yard like someone had scraped out a piece of my life. My grandfather planted those oaks the year he built the house, and the HOA destroyed them without a permit, without warning, without even the courtesy of a note. When I confronted the HOA president, she shrugged and said the trees were blocking neighborhood symmetry, as if that justified slicing through a part of my family's history. I wasn't angry. I was volcanic. The next morning, I brought in an environmental assessor who confirmed exactly what I hoped. The oaks were protected species, and removing them illegally meant the HOA owed me ecological restitution equal to their environmental value. The report totaled so high, the board went pale. Legally, they had to fund full-scale restoration, but the law didn't say where that restoration had to happen. So I drafted a proposal. Since they violated protected tree codes, the replacement forest would go in the most central, publicly accessible HOA-owned land, the neighborhood park. They signed immediately, too desperate to notice what they agreed to. That night, under generator lights, a team of landscapers and arborists rolled in with truckloads of saplings, native shrubs, boulders, topsoil, and irrigation lines. By dawn, the field where the HOA held barbecues, yoga classes, and board meetings had transformed into a thick, young forest. Trails wound through it, sunlight pierced between leaves, and birds were already gathering on fresh branches. When residents woke up, confusion turned into awe, except for the HOA president, who marched into the new woodlands screaming that I'd destroyed community space. The city inspector stepped in fast, explaining that she caused this by illegally removing protected trees. The forest was now permanent, protected by the same laws they violated, and the HOA was responsible for watering, pruning, and maintaining every inch of it. And the best part? They still had to reimburse me for the damages to my property. Standing among the new saplings, listening to the breeze whisper through leaves, I realized something poetic. They tried to erase my trees, so I made sure they'd never escape theirs.
I am Liam, and trust me, the next HOA story is even worse. Subscribe now.